This weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to see how much we can make with DoorDash and Uber Eats. On Friday, we're going to work about I want to say close to 10 hours. I mean, we've already been out here for 6 of them, started at 11:30 a.m. and it is just about 5 o'clock right now, and we're going to work until 9. Our first 2 hours were just so amazing. I mean, we got started off with a DoorDash order that wasn't so great, but then after that, we got an amazing Uber order that was like $18 when we got that dropped off, and then we got a catering order from DoorDash, and then eventually we got another catering order later on for $26 plus for Dairy Queen. That one almost turned out to be $30. We have been absolutely rolling on DoorDash and Uber Eats. Right now we have around $42 on Uber, and on DoorDash we're working at, we're over $150 on there. So we're over $200 for the day, and it's only been 6 hours, and there's still more to come. I love Fridays, and I love being in the catering program because I just feel like I can make so much money right now. It's just been great. We'll see how much we can make for the rest of today and on Saturday and Sunday as well. I just counted it out, and we have done 4 catering orders, 4 in the large order program. That's definitely helping me boost my earnings there. It doesn't mean we're not getting bad orders on DoorDash, because we definitely are. Well, we're getting a lot of $2.50 orders on DoorDash, and there's been a lot of $2 orders on Uber as well, but it's whatever. We're just declining them and moving on. I have had my acceptance rate above 70% on DoorDash ever since I made a ton of videos about that, to where I was going for Top Dasher and all that. I'm like, okay, I started the day at 71% acceptance rate, and now I'm in the 50s just because there's just not that many good orders on DoorDash. There's quite a bit, and that's why I'm accepting kind of a lot, but still with all the declines, yeah, my acceptance rate has gone down. Well, I have absolutely been slowed down tonight. It hasn't been up to my expectations. A lot of these restaurants, every single time I go into one, it feels like I'll just go in there and they'll be like, okay, it's gonna be 10 or 15 minutes. Getting some really good orders though. Over $10 pretty consistently with every offer that comes my way. And if you're new to this channel or new to being a DoorDash driver, getting these catering orders, it's not the norm. You have to be a part of the large order program, and I made an entire separate video about that on how to do that. But it's just so crazy that I can get these really high paying orders. One I just dropped off was $18.50 plus. Yeah, the mileage was high, but I was happy to do it. I got a text from DoorDash saying the order's ready before I even got there, and I dropped it off, and it was almost $30. So amazing. I know not everybody's gonna have days like this, but I'm at $280 something. I definitely thought we were going to be delivering for longer today, but the orders have just completely stopped, and my acceptance rate on DoorDash has dropped all the way to 43%. So we'll call it for Friday and on to Saturday. We've been out here for 3 hours, and we are getting close to $100. We've had some pretty decent orders today. Nothing anywhere close to what we were doing yesterday in terms of the amount of catering orders. That might be because of my drop in acceptance rate. We ended off yesterday at 43%, and I am under 20% acceptance rate right now, just because the orders have not been what I wanted to see. I've been accepting, or I've been rejecting a lot of orders that have been $4 for 6 miles, things like that, where the dollars are just less than the amount of miles. And so it's been happening on every app: DoorDash, Uber Eats, and we have had Grubhub on, and I've completed 2 Grubhub orders today, and that has not happened in a very long time, maybe even close to a year now, to where I was just I'm gonna try out Grubhub and see how it is. We got a $12 order, and then just back to back we got a $14 order from them, and I'm like, okay, maybe Grubhub isn't as bad as I remember. members. So we're gonna keep that on, see how we go, but it's been mostly DoorDash today with like $68 on there, and on Grubhub like 26. On Uber, we've had 0 orders so far, so we're hoping that picks up. We're gonna be out here for the rest of the day. Hopefully this period between lunch and dinner isn't too bad, and then Saturday night should be really good. I'd say these last couple hours have been pretty successful. I mean, it was kind of slow in there for a little bit. I thought about going back to my apartment for an hour before dinner, but I'm glad I didn't. I mean, we got this $6.50 order from this DoorDash. I don't even remember what restaurant. Wendy's, and that one turned out to be like $12.50. And then we got a really nice one from Grubhub. Uber Eats finally came in with an $8 order, so that was nice. And then we just like started going crazy. We got a DoorDash order. Originally it was $8.50 for a catering order. I didn't think that it was going to increase from $8.50, but because it was slow, I took it, and it turned out to be like $22. And then we got one from Grubhub for $30, taking me from one edge of the map to the other. And I was like, that's really far, but I'll do it anyway, and it was definitely worth it. And then we got another order taking us basically back to the same position from DoorDash for $23. Both of these were long waits in the restaurant, but that's still fine. And now, just sitting here, we got another catering order, and this one I didn't really want it for like $16 for like 7-8 miles, taking me way out of my zone. Not way out of my zone, but it's far up there. But just because the tip could increase from here. I've been used to having my acceptance rate above 50%, and so usually DoorDash throws in that 16 plus. It could be more, but we don't get this information when you're below 50%. So I'm still like kind of like learning the ropes, see if this one's going to increase. I hope it is. All right, there we go. We did receive more than the $16 we saw on the acceptance screen. We're having a great night, and we're continuing with it. We got an Uber Eats order for over $10. Could be even more once we figure out the exact tip. Things are going well. I might even make more tonight than I did last night. Well, today than I did yesterday. The big orders just did not let up all dinner shift long, and Uber Eats finally decided to join the party with some of their orders. Oh man, I mean, Grubhub orders were great. On DoorDash, I continued to get some catering orders, maybe 1 or 2 of those for the rest of the night. And on Uber Eats, I think we finished out with like 6 or 7 of those orders. So extremely solid night. And wow, we almost earned $100 on Grubhub. Honestly, tonight, this entire day might not have been that good if it weren't for Grubhub contributing $98.98. And then on Uber, we made somewhere around like $64, hopefully a little bit more than that after the tips are factored in. And then of course DoorDash, number one as usual, $189 in this shift, and then the extra like $6 for this one store that was closed. So $360 today in just about 10 hours. Wow, I could not have asked for something better than that. DoorDash pretty heavy today, at least through the first 3-4 orders. I mean, we got one for a stack. It was for $21 for Streets of New York pizza place. It usually doesn't have the orders ready, but this time they did, which was extremely nice. And then we followed it up with another stack, but it was actually the same restaurant, same customer. Their second order was just a small bag of chips. I'll take it because I get more base pay for that, and they left an extra $2 tip, so $10.50 for that easy quick one. Yeah, for sure. And now, I mean, catering orders, they're just so nice. I feel bad for like other people like you watching my videos that like don't have access to them, because they're amazing. So I'm happy about it. So I'm just gonna stay happy. And then we got our first Uber order of the day, $7.80. And then after that, we turned back to DoorDash, got a couple orders, and we got a really nice one from Uber. It was a stack. I was actually delivering it to the same hotel for both of the restaurants, so it made it a lot easier. Thought I was gonna have to go to 4 places, turned out to be 3, so it's always nice when that happens. And then at that point, we were still looking for some orders. I got got a lot of offers, but most of them were $5 and under from both DoorDash and Uber Eats. Grubhub, that was not happening tonight. So today, $110. And for the weekend, I really wanted to get 800, but it just didn't happen. Probably should have came out here earlier today, but oh well, 757, something like that, 760. So still a really solid weekend, only working we're worked over 20 hours, but not that much higher than that. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more DoorDash, Uber Eats, and possibly Grubhub videos, and I'll see you in the next one.